James Mundis, James the Wine Guy. This weekly vlog feature is about competition versus cooperation. Stay tuned. I'm a huge believer in being cooperative and in terms of how do we get things done in our daily lives. This goes for wine, but it goes for other things as well. It goes for how things get along in the world. I remember in some business courses I had at university and college was that there was a great amount to be garnered from being cooperative, being collaborative, bringing things together. And in terms of, I think we're in a mindset that competition is always good. It's always important. In many ways, it can be important in terms of, say, pricing or maybe other features. But in other ways, it's really essential to have a greater sense of cooperation, a greater sense of collaboration and cohesiveness. And it's not to dance around and think everything's perfect and we can all get along just by getting along. I think it's more important than that. I think it's really finding ways of working together. And being a wine writer, vlogger, director, there's so many things I've done in the wine world, and yet I find that world to be very different. It doesn't mean that producers are always going to be against each other or wine writers are at each other's neck. That's not necessarily true. But what is more, I could definitely say from my experience, I let everybody have their point and I have mine because I have too many things to talk about and too many things to really bring forth in the video feature. And yet I feel very different in how people approach me. I've had people say, "Oh, you're still doing those wine vlog or those wine video things?" And it really was never meant in the nicest way. It was pretty insulting in some ways, and I'm like, if you're not going to do it, that's up to you. And if you are, that's good, enjoy. But I would never approach anyone in that way because I think that's just such a, that's part of the feature that I've noticed in the wine community. So being a professional wine marketing manager, I noted that as well. And people were always at it's one-upmanship, and not that everyone is like that. I'll definitely say that. But there's a certain feature and a certain sense of people that are cornered by absolute sense of, mastery and competition and superiority. And I guess really the feature here is, when I'm working in terms of, I've really reached out to a lot of people and have a lot of opportunities to work with a lot of people in the future, and I'm really gonna, follow through on that. But it's also let those competitive forces fall where they may. Just keep me out of it. And it doesn't mean that I don't use competition in terms of saying how can I further improve what I'm doing. I believe in continuous improvement. How do I get things done better? How do I really earn my subject matter, my keep, so to speak, even more so. And I think they're different features altogether. So it's not really to be, totally an acidic video, a video of just, absolute, evocativeness. I think it's really, or provocativeness. It's really talking about, looking at how we see ourselves in this world, and maybe you apply that to your own world. It could be, maybe it's design, maybe it is about, running a marathon. Of course, there is competition. Who wants to be first? A lot of people do, but some people don't. They want to be in the top 10%. And, maybe there's different ways of doing things. And that's just my suggestion. It's just a thought. And because I think ultimately, while we want really excellent wines in our lives, or excellent whatever we get in our lives, that this doesn't come about by a singular touch. It comes about in so many different ways, and it's usually with a collaboration of people. So thank you so much for watching me today. Thank you so mu+much for watching me in this entire year of 2014. So stay tuned for many more wine videos to come in 2015. Thank you again for watching. Let's stay connected. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, as well as Instagram and WordPress. Thank you again for watching today. Stay tuned for more. Salut.